Hi, I'm Mike from Michael's Motor Cars, located in Lancaster, Pennsylvania, and I'd like to do a cold start on our 1988 ERA Cobra Replica. I hope you've taken the time and looked at the driving video and also our showroom video, but for today I'd like to focus on the motor itself and tell you what we know about the motor and also what documentation we have on the motor itself. I'd also like to predicate it by saying I am in no way a Cobra expert or a Ford expert. So if I say anything that is incorrect, please, you're welcome to write comments and correct me if I'm wrong. But I'd like to share with you what I do know. I believe the car, it was originally built as a roller back in 1988. It's a relatively early ERA numbered car. And then it had, according to the documentation, a 1965 428 Cobra Jet engine put in it. Later, I believe that engine was pulled out and this motor was installed, and this is the motor that we have the build sheet for. I believe it is also a 428, although in the invoicing, which we've also posted in the gallery, it mentions that it has a short block. So the stamping on this motor, which we also have a photo of, if I interpret it correctly, shows it as being in 1972, built in the 10th month, so October of 72. And I have other photos on the front of the motor, the stamping that's on the front, which I believe this is a 428 motor. We also have, the original build was done by HCI Motorsports, Cole Cutler in California, and that is what the receipt is for. And then we also have a handwritten note from the second owner of the car saying that before he purchased the car, he talked to the engine builder, Cole Cutler, and that's where he found out the engine that's in the car now was bored 30 over. They had CP custom pistons built. They're flat top pistons, Cobra Jet rods. He has a competition cam with a 240-degree duration. Edelbrock aluminum heads, which I took a picture of those. Also Edelbrock 180-degree intake manifold. He also has Cobra intake medium rise head, as he calls them. He has a Holley 850 CFM single pumper carb. It has roller rocker shafts. The compression ratio in this motor is 10.5 to 1. So I'd also like to show you on the motor itself, we do have a Mallory distributor. It does have electronic ignition inside the distributor. We installed a new distributor cap, new ignition wires, and new plugs during our work on the car. It has a high-capacity Mallory coil. It also has over here, tucked on the side, an MSD ignition box. I have this on a couple of my cars. I really like it. It also has a rev counter, so it can save the engine and cut off if the revs get too high. We also installed a new Optima battery in the car, which is over there. As I show you in the driving video, very strong motor. It runs great. It's a little cammy at idle, of course, but strong motor. Electric cooling fan here on the inside, and then it has additional dual electric cooling fans on the outside that you can see from the front of the car. So it stays, that maintains the temperature of the motor very nicely. I'd like to start the motor for you now. I mentioned in the earlier video the tach was not working. It is working now. We found a loose wire coil, so that was easy to correct. This is a cold start, so when I start it, you'll also be seeing the oil pressure right away, which is right here. And you can see it's stone cold right now. So this is a cold start. I'd like to start it up for you, and then I'll shut it off. So here we go. Here we have the oil pressure going up now, where it should be. So there you have it. It starts easily. It starts easily cold and hot. It's not smoking at all. Very cool engine. So if you have any questions, please ask me. I'll try and answer everything as well as I can. We're also open to anyone to come and inspect this car or send someone to inspect it. to verify exactly what it is that you'd be purchasing. So thanks for taking the time and looking at it, and this will be a fun one to sell. Thank you.